Hello there everyone and welcome back. I apologize for last episode there for it not being as, well at least in my opinion, not as energetic as all the other videos should be. I blame it a lot on the slow damn pace that I had for the video that I decided to can. Cause really, just to recap what it was, it's just a Kurnos pattern and two Hemlocks, basically against a 250 point fleet. Or 330 or whatever he had with all the bonus points. And all I did for like the 10-15 minutes of this match was watch my bomber cooldown basically. As I kited the orcs and just bombed them to death. Especially when there was 3 light cruisers. So it was slow as can be, and that is something I want to avoid. It also emphasizes a little bit why I do not want to go all Altioch, all bomber route at least there. Because well, it actually wouldn't be too bad with like 4 or 5 of them, I guess, of cruisers with bombers, but relying on that to kind of keep my, at least get a victory, for lack of a better term, probably was not worth it in my opinion. I did get what I needed, which is a level 4 upgrade for my Kronos pattern, so I don't really have much need to use it by itself anyway. It was meant to be more of a support auxiliary type ship, and it's going to stay that role. I don't think I want it to be the frontline ship if I can help it. We'll see how my opinion changes when I get the Voidstalker though, but nonetheless, I have possibly 2 matches left to my Voidstalker, and if I can somehow get 3 matches in with this Eclipse, then it would get its 4th level in, but as it stands, I don't think that's really going to happen, so let's get us some real matches, shall we? Alright, first match, we're looking at 400 points, so it's the Jack Attack fella there that I ran into earlier. So I kind of know what he's all about there. I think he's had a bit of rough run of, what is it, a rough streak of matches, because I don't think any of his ships made past level 1. So I hate to ruin his day even further with some Eldar, because this probably would be brutal. Can I get away with 2 Auroras? I can actually get away with 2 Auroras if I want. And with his boarding potential, I probably want to, because otherwise my frigates are going to die insanely fast if any Thunderhawks were to get at me, or even boarding potential. Whereas at least with the Auroras, that kind of can get spread out through my essential systems. Not to mention the extra health, so normally I would like to field a Hellborn or 2 in replacement of the Aurora, but those frigates will die pretty quickly if he can get aboard on me. We will see. Although, I'm going to have to expect a good amount of new players over this weekend at the very least, considering the Steam sale. It's nice seeing the numbers increased for Battlefleet Gothic, but we'll see how long that lasts once people start getting frustrated with all these matchups, especially having to deal with my Eldar. I feel bad for him. And quite frankly, I think, this is my own opinion, I think Space Marines are probably the weakest of the factions that can go up against Eldar, because they rely heavily on their armor, and you know what is really good at negating armor? A bunch of pulsars, bombers, and torpedoes. Although he does have the mobility to dodge my torpedoes really well, so I should not rely on them. I shouldn't anyway, although a good boost torpedo run can eventually break through and overwhelm his micromanagement, and probably will get some hits that way. Especially since I have 3 crafts with good torpedo potential. He does have a really damn good spawning location there with that gas cloud, I gotta say. So, let me just start with torpedoes early. Fire them now, so at least that way they're recharged for the next attack. When I get really close, I don't want to have them off cooldown, because their burst potential, their ability to destroy a cruiser or light cruiser in a hurry cannot be overlooked. Yes, Commander. So I want to make sure they're available when I do dive in. In fact, he seems to be coming at me anyway, so I guess he's not going to use that gas cloud. So now it begs the question, what do I go after? Probably whatever's in front. Or I could go after an isolated ship. I like the idea of going after isolated ships. He probably has a handful of frigates though, which probably will make it a little bit difficult. I forgot to turn off the focus firing again. That cost me an Aurora before, I think, against Tau, so let's try not to have that again. Okay, so... do torpedoes hit? Nope, unfortunately they do not. They do not, but we know where his cruiser is at least. And he does actually have boring torpedoes for a change. Not exactly very good there, but his shields are gone, so this is gonna hurt like hell. Yeah, that was bad. That was abysmal. I thought I had my false maneuver up. Alright, let's try and get this finished off. As I try and remember my hotkeys. Playing as other factions, probably don't do much good. Oh, it's not because of his level. It's because of the dang... he got the level frigate upgrade, basically. And he does have a level 2. Okay, so there goes another frigate with those torpedoes. And we'll try and kill off this frigate in a hurry. And avoid the strike cruiser altogether, because I kind of got the space for it. Although my pulsars aren't hitting anything. There. A little bit underwhelming, although his ramming could be a little bit... well, he could still do some good damage with the ram. Yeah, I was wondering why... okay, he got a lucky ram in. Although it didn't do as much damage as I was kind of expecting, considering he only has like 100 health. And he's firing lances, so... this is pretty much going to be a victory no matter what, I think, now. Can I fire torpedoes? Yes, I can. Do they hit? I think I fired them a little bit too early. 2 of them hit. Still damn good hits in general. Now, this looks like it's over. Now, is he going to warp it out or not? I'm kind of being a little bit generous, I guess, with my lack of control. A little bit of my lack of control, but one more attack run will finish him off. I'm just going to see if he learned his lesson and warp out yet or not. Nope. Well, that was quick. A little bit anticlimactic. I feel bad for him having a bad experience. It wasn't my proudest moment, but it's not like it cost me the match there. Which doesn't really help with the learning experience, though. It is still giving me experience for the Eclipse. Which ideally, if anything was to be rammed and hit... oh, I'm already level 8. I always thought I had one more match available. Or to get... well, am I ready for the Voidstalker? I have 800 renown, so... I'm pretty damn close. Yeah, actually I have the renown. I have the Voidstalker plus the extra 400 for all the skills, so have a look at it, folks. Although I'm pretty certain you all seen it already. We have finally unlocked the Voidstalker. A lot sooner than I thought. I figured I would have another match left to do. So, how do we fit out, without a doubt, the false maneuver? I don't think Dark Star Squadron is going to be of use, because again, I don't even think this works or synergizes with the crew upgrade to enhance the survivability. Let alone, I don't even think it benefits from the base 30% chance from that shows on the launch bays at least, so that would make it almost a useless ability, at least in comparison to Eldar fighters in general. I don't think I want that. It has the health, so I'm kind of contemplating giving it Wraithbone reinforcement as well, because if I don't have the Eclipses available, and I'm going to try my best to avoid fielding the Trinity, which is the 2 Eclipses and the Voidstalker, at least to make things a little more interesting, because damn, that's going to make all controlling the fleet, especially 700 points, 600 points, way too easy, I think. So let's at least earn our keep by micromanaging the Auroras, which probably for points is probably the best damage ship of the fleet. 100 points for like a lot of damage potential. If I can keep them alive and learn how to get the most out of their mobility and survivability, they would be amazing, I think. So, Stasis Bomb sounds good for deterring and keeping away, and if they are stuck in the Pulsar, it just means free Maelstrom and free Pulsar shots, essentially. So I like that. Now it comes down to the last upgrade. I'm thinking the Micro Warp Jump, and don't be fooled by this, folks. It's pretty much the exact same as the regular Micro Warp Jump. Yeah, this essentially is the exact same thing. It's supposed to be 5,000 range, and it's enhanced by sensors, so I'm probably going to go that, I guess. Possibly really consider the beacon at some point, but I want to get a feel for the ship first before I do that, because I don't know how exactly I want to integrate this into my torpedo fleet. Because as it stands now, it doesn't have torpedoes, but with 4 bomber squadrons, it's the damn best torpedo ship I got, quite frankly. With the raw damage potential it has. It just needs to upgrade the Eagle pilots first for that to happen. But we got the ship. Now we gotta see what it's capable of. Although if I'm gonna continue to fight lower level fleets, then it's probably not gonna see much action. Not yet anyway. Alright, we're going straight up to the big leagues here, and knowing my luck, Pony Pan has a max level fleet. I think I played him before, I just honestly can't remember what he had for the life of me. So I'm left wondering a little bit, but it's not going to bode well for my poor Voidstalker, is it? Being a level 1 against a level 10 fleet. I would love to field it though, because let's see, how much actual points would this take? Yeah, that's 600 points right there practically, so I can see why people use these 3 ships exclusively for 300s, hell, even 600 and 700 points, because damn it, that's really easy to control, at least with what I've been trying to do with all the frigates and that. Now, Pony Pan, I do need to be mindful of Novacans too. And I would love to field this thing. Keeping it alive is a priority, even though I don't quite have the renown to get full use out of it. And I'm going to try and minimize the amount of frigates I have just because of how easily they can get Novacan down. So 2 Auroras and 1 Eclipse. It's not really all that much different there, I guess, because although I can still get a frigate in, I can still get a Hellborn. Just gotta be mindful how I want to open this up. Because I still really like the idea of having my mobile ships going first to force the supercharged Void Shield, but with the Voidstalker having extra range on its pulsars, that may not be as necessary, at least in some situations, so I'm going to have to experiment with that. And of course, it does not even have its enhanced pulsar, the resonating crystals, so the Voidstalker should not open for that reason, with its at least damage potential. Now, where do I want to go? Because this asteroid field seems really tempting to at least move towards. And I kind of forgot it was a data recovery, so I'm kind of short on time. I do want to get super aggressive though, at least this was looking like, maybe kill something quickly. So I don't know how exactly I want to deploy my fleet. It's going to be a little bit weird. The Voidstalker can hold its own, I want to say, with its health, 1,000 health. And again, I want the Eclipse to kind of draw the majority of the fire ideally, but he's going to have an easy time just stealing the data with his ability to just lightning strike on without even doing any damage. So there's that. Voidstalker, you're just going to make your way to the asteroid field. Let's see. So 6 ships. What does that tell me? Not much there. He's got like 3-4 cruisers of some kind. That's all I know. He's firing a beacon. That's not scary. Unless I'm worried about lances. But okay, he's firing torpedoes, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I can dodge those well. I just gotta be... He doesn't even have... Are those an enhanced speed on the torpedoes? I honestly can't tell.
Yes, Commander. We obey.
And while I do that, let me just get these ships kind of like positioned a little bit better so they don't hit each other, or at least mess up each other's control, because I'm just dodging the stasis bomb now. And he does have, well, he doesn't have a Widowmaker, but he does have something. Oops. Let me turn off this focusing there. And try and see about hitting the shields here on this ship. Although, of course, the one ship I had to hit was, of course, the damn frigate. Oh well, torpedoes are pretty much going to kill that immediately. Well, almost. Okay, a supercharged void shield did go out. He is firing Melta. Fire the pulsars. Dodge those. And he's using, like, disruption of some kind. I don't know what to make of that, but we're gonna dodge and try to avoid. Yeah, because this thing doesn't have the reduced cooldown on its boosters, it's actually gonna die because it can't keep up. Brace for impact. Get these things moving. Get another stasis bomb going, because he's trying to take evasive maneuvers now. He can lightning strike at any time though, so I shouldn't get too carried away. Now, I know this uses supercharged void shield, so let's try and hit this again. He is not max level, but with a level 7 cruiser, doesn't bode well for me. Okay, fire torpedoes. And actually I could have maelstrom there. Could have maelstrom there, but I can still do that. Now, get this thing out. Torpedoes are a miraculous hit, although I accidentally used an order I did not want to use. Okay, frigate's gone unfortunately just because it does not have falls maneuver or the ability to keep up. Can I finish this cruiser off? I think I can. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I'm an idiot. Although, like I said before, if I can keep this alive, I'm okay. I still have 20 seconds to catch up with it, though. So I can still grab it. Can I board it? I can board these things really easily enough. Come on. Fire torpedoes, get the hell out of my way, you damn retribution, or is that an emperor? I was not looking. Oh, he's gonna ram himself there. And torpedoes are still going. Okay, that is an emperor, so I'm still gonna try my A game here a little bit, although I only have 20 seconds, so I need to kill the shields. Yeah, the emperor's wow. Yeah, doing a bunch of damage in a hurry now, with the Auroras taking the hits. And it looks like he's trying for the victory anyway. Okay. Let's kill the ship quickly. Start moving. There we go. A waste of bombers, but at least it gets rid of the Sorn. Oh, he does have supercharged void shield, so yeah, this is pretty much dead, isn't it? Yeah, I want to keep this thing alive, damn it. I'm in a conflict. I have a conflict of interest here. I want this ship to survive, but at the same time, I want to try put some serious effort in. I don't think he would even let me. I don't even think he'd let it live. Oh, and I use micro warp jump anyway, so it's not like I have much choice. Not my proudest moment, but he's got the ship isolate now. Although this thing's gonna burn to death in a moment, isn't it? Alright, get the bombers out. Try and deal with those fighters. Yeah, this thing's gonna die. I made a mistake, didn't I, trying to commit to this. Unless I can kill this now. Actually, I can. It is possible to kind of. Oh, damn it! I silent run again. Huh. Only hope I have, if it was to warp out. I'm an idiot. Conflict of interest there. Whether to try to go for the win or not. Well, that was stupid of me. That was stupid of me. I could still take it out on him, though, a little bit. Because he's going to take those hits fully. And I'm not going to be able to kill it just yet. It is still only a Gothic, though, so attacking this is probably the worst thing to the damage anyway. I will fire the pulsars. I only got 2 pulsars available, apparently, so... yeah, going after the Emperor would have been better. Now, can we kill this? Okay, a little bit of hits there. Those are too close, aren't they? Yeah, those were too fucking close.
Yes, Commander, we obey.
And the one, let me guess, the one pulsar, or at least the one thing, is one attack. Well, one lance, I was going to say, would kill me. So, let's just preserve this Eclipse. I was an idiot enough as is. And I'm probably not going to make it on time, actually. I think the bomber's going to reach me before the warp out. Hell, I thought this Voidstalker would be blocking for me. Come on, moment of truth. Nope. Didn't make it out. I'm an idiot. I should have kept the Voidstalker alive. It would have served me better in the long run. As it stands now, I have nothing to show for it. And yeah, my conflict of interest probably cost me the match in general too. Not to mention I wasn't even paying attention to the objective, which again, it's so easy for him to just board me anyway, so it's not like he has to put any effort in. So I have nothing to show for that match. It was my own stupidity there. I can repair ships though, but is it really worth it in all seriousness? I don't think it's really worth it. Because yeah, I could just repair the Eclipse and that's pretty much it anyway. And I do want to build up renown for more upgrades to the frigates anyway, so yeah. Hell, even the Lost Wind have got me the renown I need to get the Voidstalker's upgrade for level 2 anyway. Still, I need to be more decisive because we're about to have a rematch, aren't we? Yep. Considering I'm level 8 against a level 10 fleet with nothing to kind of equal the odds, so I'm fighting uphill battle in general. I know what he has for his battleship though, so I can abuse that with the Kurnos pattern at least to counter it some. So we still got a good number of damage and torpedoes. I just gotta make sure the first ship I go after isn't a damn frigate. Because that's kind of what happened too, isn't it? Having my Aurora, my 2 Auroras, my Hellborn have to hit at a frigate of all things, so that was a waste of their attack a little bit. Especially if any of those pulsars actually missed. And now we have a straight up cruiser clash, so I actually have some time to position myself. We'll see what happens. If I can win this match, that'll be justice in the world. Considering he denied and picked on a level 1 Voidstalker. So we're going to take it out on him. And most of his ships got destroyed, but again, with him being level 10, all the renown in the world, he can easily repair that with really no consequence, I think. So, we're going to try with the Hellborn strategy again with the Auroras, because I think I like it with them spreading out that way. Although, let me group up my ships properly. You're Group 1, you're Group 2, you're Group 3. Let's correct this issue. Actually, I want my Kurnos. Which one's my Kurnos? I want to make sure that still has its focusing target available, because it'll help. It doesn't really hinder it at all there, whereas it does hinder the pulsars. So at least that way I can keep hitting the target I may want to kill if it's low health and has enough star cannons to finish it off. Oop. Get everything moving. I saw I had everything moving. There we go. We're all set now. 5 ships. Be mindful for anything, although I've seen Gothics and I don't know what the other cruiser was. I destroyed pretty much everything but his one little Emperor. Which really, if I use my Voidstalker's fighters a little bit better, then that would heavily negate its damage potential. I'll use it a bit aggressively there. At least, and especially wasting on frigates too, which is a bit of a... probably not the best idea. The Kurnos I could happily be comfortable with using it against frigates, because it's not like a massive overkill at least. At least in that regard. Well, let's see, 5 ships, so he doesn't have the 6 this time. That's all I know. That could mean anything. But again, we are going to force him to try and burn some supercharged void shields. Okay, and actually I don't need this fleet to go over here. These two can just hug and dodge that way easily enough. Just maybe get him to come after these because they're isolated. Come on. He wants to go after these ships, right? He has an Emperor to spot. And there's like no way I can defend them. Especially when I have them not moving. So we know that's a frigate there, so that's not really worth going full on with. If I can get bombers to hit it, that'll be good. Okay, he's already flying away. And there's the Emperor right there, so maybe I should go after that instead. Make that my focus. As I dodge this weaponry.
As you wish.
Let's force that supercharged void shield, shall we?
At your service.
At least try to. Dodge the cans a little bit, although it is messing up my attack run. Because this is like the perfect time to hit. I fired torpedoes, that was not necessary.
We ride the solar wind. Until the end.
Okay, he did supercharge, so get everything out. Get everything out already.
The Eldar stand ready.
Yeah, my Kurnos got... well, my Kurnos actually made it out, so... we got some good damage in. Supercharge is gone, so try and hit it again.
Acknowledged. The void is
Now, once its shields are gone, that'll be good. Oh, and he caused the mutiny, the nerve of them.
yes, Commander.
The nerve of them for the mutiny.
Setting sail.
So, let's see, my Hellborn are dying.
The Eldar stand ready.
What? Where's the supercharged void shield there?
Swift.
Okay, I heard another supercharged void shield. I just don't know what he's using it on.
Until the end.
Now, Hellborn, get your Maelstrom going. He is going to micro warp jump pretty soon, though.
Moving to that location.
So that's a lot of damage there. Of course, I don't want you standing there being useful.
Acknowledged.
Now, keep firing torpedoes, keep hitting it. He is going to micro warp jump soon, though, so I got to be ready for that.
We ride the solar wind.
Yeah, there's the micro warp jumps now, so got to be ready for that. Because the torpedoes, unfortunately, are not going to hit, which would have killed them. I should have saw it coming.
Yes, Commander.
Although I did launch fighters and all that, so...
As you wish.
what's the next target, though? Because I'm not going to be able to get the Emperor very easily. Not easily, anyway.
We are damaged.
And he is getting more mutiny attacks in.
The void is our home now.
Come on. I don't... okay. I'm miscontrolling this again, damn it.
At your service.
Miscontrolling this a little bit, and boards are hitting me hard.
Your death was foretold. The void is our home now.
Okay, that looks like another kill.
Until the end.
So dodge those torpedoes nicely. Gonna kill this dang thing. Okay, he got insubordination and mutiny out of that, so that's a good exchange.
Swiftly.
Now I can boost out of these bombers really quickly.
The Eldar stand
Mitigate all their damage maybe, because now we're getting a little bit crazy.
We ride the solar winds.
Eclipse is taking hits. This is taking hits, so it's not going to contribute all that well.
Moving to that location.
Do torpedoes hit? Torpedoes hit again. And I want this frigate to die. Actually, I'll let the bombers take care of that. Actually, do I need bombers? Yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, now I'm taking damage. Okay, can those bombers do the rest of the work? Because right now, things are falling apart for me. Yeah, because the Emperor's still fighting full strength because of that micro warp jump. If I had done that earlier, that would be good. Again, damn level 10 fleet. Giving me that handicap for a winning, which was looking good. Hell, if I killed the Emperor before the micro warp jump, I had the damage potential as those 4 torpedoes. Yeah, that could have gone better. Losing control a little bit in that regard, damn it. And imagine how much more different that would have played out with without his damn Emperor, because I pretty certain he got a few bomber waves off there, and I was miscontrolling it quite a bit too. I wonder, in that situation, should I have just done a complete disengage? Well, again, I don't even remember off the top of my head where the gas clouds were, so I don't think I could have safely hit myself, but damn it. Oh, the only factor that's really costing me these matches is really the level difference, I think. Because the last one, even with the Voidstalker, it was looking promising to a victory. I just got a little bit conflict of interest on what I should have been focusing on. If I should have warped out the Voidstalker just to get the level in or not. And as it stands now, I have pretty much nothing available because I commit fully rather than retreating to be safe. Because again, I'm handicapped right from the get-go and I'm not getting more bonus points, so I'm in a bit of a awkward situation. Hell, more maelstroms is always nice there in that regard. I only had, what, 2 available? And they're on very fragile ships there too, if I let them get isolated. So just the extra damage from the maelstrom can be really handy. A lot to learn. I don't want to burn all my renown though. Hell, should I seriously get an upgrade on these Hellborns now? Come to think of it, what kind of upgrade do I want on these Hellborn? I can enhance their sensor some because I want them to be in the front, because their increased ability to dodge attacks will be useful to go first anyway, if I'm not going to use beacons. Enhance infinity circuits for brace for impact maybe, or if I ever use lock-on. Void blending doesn't seem reliable. Not with an Emperor, at least in those last 2 matches, and probably the solar energy accumulator is probably the best thing, because without its ability to reduce the cooldown through crew upgrade, and all my other ships having this upgrade, it could use that for its mobility. It doesn't seem worth it considering I could use it for so much more though, especially since I still need the 400 renown for the damn Voidstalker. Oh well, there, it's done. I committed to it. Now hopefully the Hellborn won't prove me wrong in that regard, I guess.